Let's go. Let's go. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series. The week that was college football history review, the 1975 college football season, week 7, October 18th, 1975. And here we go. We're going to start with Duke beating Clemson 24-21. Game came down to final drive that was set up by a weak 18-yard Clemson punt. Blue Devils took over on the Tigers' 33-yard line, trailing 21-19 with 2 minutes left. Duke running back Chuck Williamson raced through middle for 14 yards, and fullback Tony Benjamin then shot through similar hole for touchdown that ended streaky game. Now Blue Devils opened with 10-0 first quarter lead before Clemson reeled off 3 touchdowns. Tigers quarterback Willie Jordan had led burst throwing 67 yards scoring pass to wide receiver Joey Walters for a 14-10 lead. Duke then scored game's final 15 points as offense gained 456 yards. Tailback Mike Barney making 103 yards. Next, Alabama, number 16 in the country, beat number 16 Tennessee by a score of 30-7. Crimson Tide dominated every way to top Tennessee. Alabama quarterback Richard Todd ran for 3 touchdowns and passed for another, even though he had another scoring throw drop and totaled 90 yards rushing, 62 yards passing. Fullback Johnny Davis added 112 yards as Bama rushed for 318 yards. Todd defense may have been even better, holding Volunteers to poetry 117 yards. And second, Volunteers quarterback backs 10 times with defensive end Leroy Cook, bringing down quarterbacks 4 times. Defensive tackles Bob Baumhauer and Charlie Hanna each recording 3 sacks. Now, Volunteers had trailed only 13-7 at the time, scoring on a 29-yard pass from quarterback Randy Wallace to wide receiver Larry Severs. And Tennessee was hampered by ankle injury to tailback Stanley Morgan. South Carolina beat Mississippi 35-29. After leading the entire way, Gamecocks suddenly were on short end of score at the Mississippi rally. With 97 clock ticks left, South Carolina quarterback Jeff Grant led 84-yard scoring drive that he topped off with 22-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Philip Logan. Grant had rushed for a 1-yard touchdown in first quarter before throwing 2 touchdowns as Carolina took a 21-0 lead. Rebels then scored 4 touchdowns on tailback Michael Sweets, 2 runs and running, and aerial touchdowns by quarterback Tim Hellis. Gamecocks' goal-ahead score came on a 10-yard touchdown run reception by wide receiver Rick Kimbrough, which was followed by a 2-point conversion pass thrown by Grants to fullback James Story. Number 8 Texas beat number 20 Arkansas in the battle of 2 top 20 teams, 24-18. Razorbacks seemed to give it all away, losing 8 turnovers and falling behind 24-3 before rallying for some late glory. Fullback Earl Campbell had 83 yards and 20 carries, leaving early injured shoulder. Quarterback Marty Akins went to lead Texas with 135 yards, rushing 74 yards and passing. Steelers defensive tackle Brad Scherer contributed with interception and fumble recovery, each of which led to Texas touchdown. Hawks fashion rallied, but it was too little, too late, as Arkansas quarterback Scott Bull hit wide receiver Teddy Barnes with a 5-yard touchdown pass with only 19 seconds remaining. Next, Rice beat Southern Methodist 28-17. The Owls ground up SMU, rushing 72 times for 309 yards and earning school's 300th win. His whole halfback John Coleman rushed for 142 yards, and halfback James Sykes added 128 yards as Rice scored touchdowns in each quarter. Quarterback Tommy Kramer, who ran in 2 touchdowns, also threw 13-yard scoring pass, one of only 2 completions on the day, to tight end Kenneth Roy for 7-3 lead in the first quarter. Mustangs trailed by only 21-17 after 3 quarters, but special teams made costly Clemson penalty that negated the 63-yard punt return by running back Arthur Whittingham in the fourth quarter. So SMU quarterback Ricky Wesson threw touchdown passes of 52 yards to wide receiver Kenny Harrison and 39 yards to halfback Wayne Morris. Owls won their opening Southwest game for the first time since 1967. Next, we got Nebraska, number 4, beating Oklahoma State 28-20. Quarterback Vince Ferragamo responded to his first start at helm of Huskers with 4 touchdowns, 2 passing and 2 rushing. Nebraska held leads of 14-0, 21-7, 28-14. Had to withstand rally to Oklahoma by Oklahoma State. That was key by halfback Terry Miller. Miller, who rushed for 90 yards, scored on touchdown runs of 5 yards, 4 yards, and 23 yards. But Miller failed to get a vital 2-yard late in game that could have tied it after Oklahoma State recovered bad snap on Nebraska 23-yard line and marched to 2-yard line. And facing pressure, Nebraska quarterback Dave Butterfield made Game 7 tackle Miller for 3-yard loss, while Oklahoma State, sitting only touchdown and 2-point conversion away from tie game, quarterback Scott Burke rushed for 107 yards for Cowboys, while I-back Monte Anthony led Huskers' ground game with 117 yards. Colorado, number 12 team in the country, beat number 10 Missouri 31-20 with quarterback Steve Pizarkowicz tossing 2 touchdown passes. The Tigers jumped ahead 17-3 in the third quarter. Lead was fleeting as stampeding Buffaloes scored 4 touchdowns in the second half. 2 by tailback Tony Reed. Reed's second score, 42-yard scamper, sealed Missouri's fate as Colorado defense had jump-started rally as defensive end Troy Archer forced Pizarkowicz to lose fumble with jarring hit, recovering ball at midfield to set up first touchdown. Colorado linebacker Brian Cabral forced fumble on ensuing kickoff to set up the tying touchdown. And later, safety Tom Tesson ended Missouri's chances with clutch interception. And finally, Arizona State, the number 11 team in the country, beat Colorado State by a score of 33-3. Quarterback Dennis Sproul may not have started for Sun Devils, but he played well enough off the bench to earn a pair of game kudos. Sproul completed 8 of 12 for 140 yards and a touchdown, leading Arizona State to 24-0 halftime advantage. Wide receiver John Jefferson caught 6 passes for 107 yards. Halfback fast Freddie Williams ran for 111 yards for Arizona State. Now, although Colorado State scored first on a 20-yard field goal by kicker Clark Kimball, the Rams of Colorado State shorted out on offense, gained 263 yards and punting 12 times. Colorado State linebacker Kevin McClain was all over the field, making 18 tackles. So that concludes a look at Week 7. The week that was college football history review, the 1975 college football season for October 18, 1975, Week 7. Let's get into the AP polls October 20. Number 20 was South Carolina, number 19 UCLA, number 18 was Maryland, number 17 was Pittsburgh, number 16 Michigan State, number 15 Missouri, number 14 Notre Dame, number 13 Arizona, number 12 Florida, Arizona State was 11. The top 10 round out is this: number 10 Colorado, number 9 Penn State, number 8 Texas, number 7 Michigan, number 6 Alabama, number 5 Texas A&M, number 4 Nebraska, number 3 Southern California, number 2 Oklahoma, and number 1 Ohio State. So cruise look at Week 7, October 18th, 1975, the games that were played during that week. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel to reveal this magnitude on Thursday. Looking at Week 8, the games that were played on October 25th, 1975. So moving forward, close to November, get finished with looking at the season. It'll be Week 8 for October 25th, 1975. Where we finish recapping the games that were played on Week 7 for October 18th, 1975, Week 7. Until then, talk to you on Thursday.